Good morning for another Phil Vice photography vlog, and I'm here today for day number 2 of Alton Towers Ultimate Fireworks. And yeah, I'm quite refreshed from my little hotel stay, so I stayed around about half an hour away from the park last night. It was kind of a last minute decision to book a hotel. Nice full English breakfast this morning, and some toast, orange juice and some coffee, ready for the day ahead here at Alton Towers. So yesterday was an absolutely fantastic day actually on resort. They actually didn't really sell as many tickets as I think they would have hoped to. There was around 5,000 people, probably maximum on resort yesterday, and you know, it was quite a good opportunity to get some really good filming in with the weather as it was. So yes, it did rain the start of the morning, but actually afterwards it did get a little bit better, especially with the fireworks. It kind of was just not the perfect kind of night for it really. But today we start off at kind of 1 degree, 1 Celsius, should I say, in terms of temperature. So it is going to be a colder day today, so I'll be quite looking forward to seeing kind of what the park do in terms of rides, and obviously how they're going to cope with kind of the vast numbers of people coming in. I was really lucky, to be fair. So I was looking at doing priority or express kind of parking, and I actually didn't need it. I actually normally would stay in the left-hand lane and then shoot right the way down to the hotel kind of bit when I'm coming to Alton Towers. But this time I actually stuck to the right-hand side and actually got into the new express area. Yeah, and they were doing that as standard parking, because I know obviously today parking is going to be an issue with the park, and that's why they've capped the capacity as what they have done. So they're kind of using that little bit, just as you kind of, if you didn't use the monorail and kind of walk down the side of the park, they're using that now as standard parking for today, and I think that's quite a good little thing for them. So yeah, managed to get in there. The great thing with that is I can then obviously leave my tripod, my chair in place to obviously then come and collect that later on. So yeah, just walking through the turnstiles, had ladies say, "Oh, have you pre-booked?" Yeah, I have, got it ready. And then just literally walk through the gate with my annual pass, so I actually didn't really have to show it, but always kind of wanted to make sure that I kind of wanted to get in, especially doing a 5-hour trip. For me, it would be silly not to. So I have pre-booked already. I pre-booked for Friday, Saturday and Sunday, just to make sure, guaranteed to get in there. My plan today was actually going to the water park for a little bit, but there was an error on their website and it didn't allow me to book in time, so I've missed out on that. But you know, things happen and it doesn't really matter. It gives me more time around the park today, and I'm quite looking forward to that. So at the moment I'm currently on the grass verge with the little duckies behind me, little vlog blomming going on. But yeah, I just thought I'd come up close and show you kind of some of the actual stand that they've kind of used this year. The fireworks were absolutely outstanding. I absolutely really enjoyed them. But one thing that you kind of do find is that you can tell that one of the trigger points is over by the smiler, because that's obviously why they shut it off, and it shoots the fireworks pretty much up into this area, which leaves a little bit of a gap just over here, which is really annoying. They do it every year, which is a bit of a shame. But I mean, that's the only thing criticism wise that I have from there. So you got these little things here, and they're basically the crystals that unlock the kind of the power of the towers. So you kind of, as it starts throughout the night, you've pretty much got the kind of the one, and then it lights up a series of ones to unlock into certain kind of things. But what an absolutely massive structure this is probably the biggest one that they've done. You've got all these subwoofers just down the very bottom here. And then you've got your kind of normal trebles, your kind of mids and your trebles there. And I have to say, the actual sound quality of it last night was absolutely phenomenal. It really was. It was spot on from the level to actually the bass. You know, all the way through to the treble was absolutely brilliant. And then you've got kind of the lighting rigs, and then you've also got your lasers as well. Well, your lasers are literally, see your black little castings there, just to the left, a little like a rectangle things. That's your laser projections there. And yeah, it just made it last night. It made it look really good. So yeah, throughout the night, throughout the kind of night later on before the fireworks, they'll raise these into position and then put your lighting rigs on behind. And then just there is where the two members of the kind of the firework will stand to do the actual performance itself. But yeah, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I really did. It filled the park. You had some absolutely unique fireworks that we've never kind of seen here in the UK. One of them, I believe, was one of the big massive ones that went up, and it just literally just filled the sky. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, you know, like you said, you've got all this kind of area. This is where they would not, you know, kind of normally stand, and we would just stand the bottom, just over there on the rock, and that's where we generally park ourselves. And then you've got all this little area. So tonight, obviously being here for the 3 days, I'm actually going to do a little bit different. I'm actually going to move away from the rock, and I'm going to then go to somewhere else. My plan is probably to go where the trestle is, just there, just behind the speaker system, to get the fireworks. Or I don't know really, or I might even try and come near the front and actually do like a front one, but because of something that I've never ever done before, has been at the front of this, and I think you'd get a really good kind of show from here. Yes, you won't get all the fireworks in the shot, but you'd actually get quite a good kind of view in terms of the actual close-up of the actual stage. So we'll see how that goes towards the end of the day today, and see how kind of busy it gets down here. If it rains a lot at the moment, as you can see by the floor itself, you know, it's already muggy already, so it can potentially get worse. So yeah, so plan today is, before it actually gets really busy, is to get a few other rides in, and obviously just have a wander around, get some kind of footage. But yeah, I want to try and get over to the Smiler and Oblivion area this morning, get on that before it gets busy. Like I said, it is a sold out event today, so hopefully I'll be able to kind of get on a few things. So plenty of stuff to kind of warm myself up today. I've got my hat again. I've got some pairs of some more socks. I've got some heat little pads to go in my shoes. So I'm pretty much ready for today, and I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll see kind of what happens throughout the day, really. But yeah, I'm just walking down this little muddy little patch at the moment. I've got my kind of rubbish shoes on today, so I don't really mind getting very dirty, but you know, it's kind of getting better now, to be fair, as you're coming along. So, but yeah, absolutely fantastic day yesterday. Looking forward to today, and then seeing what we can get on, especially with it being so busy. I mean, you got spin ball over there that blew me away yesterday. To be fair, it was quite a good little ride with the spin we got. So yeah, I'm going to carry on through, and I'll take you around so I can show you kind of some of the park as we're walking through. Speak to you all in a bit. So the year before, this was actually home to the Scare Zone, which they actually didn't do this year, and it was actually a pretty good freak show. And you basically walked down, you had kind of a chair set up here, you had loads of different variations of kind of gimmicks, and it actually looked really, really good. But they chose not to do it this year, just because they had a few kind of actors or kind of people kind of injured or hurt, so they decided not to do it. But I think it didn't then take it away from the atmosphere of the park, to be fair, because Scare Zones do really work, and it just builds up the anticipation to push people into the actual scare mazes themselves. But yeah, you just got over the back just there, you've got the Smiler going round. Now just behind there, a little secret trip if you go through there into the toilets, and then straight away through the other side, you can, a little shortcut, and also you get some really good views on the park as you go through of the Smiler as well. So, but we're going to head round and we're going to have a quick look at the firework setups, see if we can kind of see anything from here. So Jubilee, who did the fireworks, are in this morning, already started to set up, which are just over here. So let's see if we can actually see anything that's going on. But yeah, some of the fireworks that went off yesterday, I'd love to see the size of actually the cost of how much they were per one. But yeah, you can just see them just setting up over there now, all ready for tonight. It's a lot of explosives, to be fair. So this goes all the way along and then right the way, and obviously the lighting's just literally kind of just goes into the water, and you can see just over where the bridge is just there, you can see all the firework packages as well, just over there being all set up. So yeah, all ready to go. Sorry, I've just blocked you, put you in the view of the fence there. So yeah, all over the kind of the bridge over there and so forth. But yeah, massive kind of lighting up area that they're doing over there, getting ready for tonight. Using a bit of sellotape just to stick it all together, why not? There you go, guys, that's the fireworks set up for this year.
September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed, couldn't leave me alone. Text me every time that you pick up the phone. And I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables
first up, the ride of the day is the Smiler. So here we go. Single rider queue's now back open again, which is great. So it's time to get on the Smiler in the single rider queue. Okay, there you go. A trip on this Smiler. Quite a good little ride actually. So I'll give you a little kind of a tip, a way that you can actually beat getting kind of literally head banged while being on this. So buy yourself one of these jackets, so nice little super dry jacket with a nice little padding. Pretty much put that in between the actual restraint and then your head, and actually get a smooth ride. I was on the back row, pushed this right the way up, so I was literally snugged in like that. It was alright, apart from the vibration, it was actually not a bad little ride on there. Say it was the back row, yeah, not bad. And obviously it's running quite cold at the moment, so obviously it's going to be a bit rough. But yeah, not bad at all for the world-beating 14 inversion coaster. But you do get some amazing kind of views from here, so you kind of can just see some really good kind of points here. Just quickly pan. So you can see here that you can actually just get some really good shots straight through the kind of the second to last inversion just there. This for me is the worst bit of the ride. It's something that I think they need to sort out at some point. Is the worst bit of the ride just there. You can actually feel the train just completely move when it's actually not supposed to. I don't know if that support, that last support there, is just not good enough for kind of the job. But yeah, it's shocking to be fair of how much it hurts. So, but let's just see if we can get a nice little shot here. Hopefully we can get it as it goes past of this. So it should be coming round now. It's this side now. Here it comes. Yeah, so that's how close you can actually get to the track. That's not moving it anyway, it's just literally putting it there. That's how close you can actually get. So yeah, there we go, the Smiler. That's probably, I don't know if I'll do it again this year, but it could be my last time going on there, you never know. But the plan is there is to get over to Oblivion on a 20-minute wait, but I have been seeing it go around with empty kind of trains, so hopefully they're kind of just putting it on there just to kind of get the things going. But yeah, let's go and have a look over on Oblivion next. there you go, an absolutely fantastic ride there on Oblivion. Yeah, it's still a coaster that packs a punch, it really does. I was sitting right at the very end, so off the track piece, on the front row, and yeah, the perspective it gives you, you know, you've kind of been on kind of some of the biggest drop kind of coasters in the world, dive coasters in the world. But that's the perspective still of that is still amazing. When you kind of hit the top bit there and you kind of look out, it just really does feel that you're a lot higher than you are. And the drop, I think, as well, I think is still probably one of the better ones out of all of them. Really rate Oblivion. You know, I think it was 1998 this ride went in, and it was kind of a massive secret for so long, and they did a lot of kind of work with it while they were kind of building it. So all this bit here had all fencing, and they had basically people standing outside kind of just talking, like, you know, about kind of a random kind of thing that's going on, and it kind of built up the atmosphere for a long time. And the kind of the video package that went with it and they installed in it actually, you know, worked really well. You know, that kind of, you're going into Oblivion and don't look down. You know, absolutely fitted it perfectly. Obviously, a lot when they kind of first opened, just as you kind of got to the very top there and they held you, it used to say don't look down, and that got removed some time ago now, because it could be heard quite far outside the park. So they kind of made that decision to turn that off, to kind of stop upsetting the kind of some of the neighbours that they had kind of around this particular area. But yeah, absolutely fantastic ride, and you know, just get some really good perspective of the actual coaster. So hopefully the bits that I've kind of put in there shows you kind of how unique, you know, and good this kind of ride was. Very revolutionary in its time, although obviously not quite vertical as it states. It's still kind of, you know, paved the way for so many great coasters that we see today. You know, Shikra, Baron, that we, you know, I've done Valvaven, Yucca Striker. You know, there's absolutely some fantastic ones out there, but if it wasn't for B&M trying it at this particular park, you know, it just shows you really that we probably wouldn't have some of the rides that we do today. So yeah, I mean, they're always kind of trying to, you know, kind of bring world first to Alton Towers, and that's what I quite like. You know, this was a world's first. You've got the world's first in the Smiler over there. You know, you've got some, you know, the world's first wooden and fire coaster. They always try and do something quite revolutionary, and I quite like that with them. You know, sometimes it doesn't always make it look like it's the best one, but it still actually ends up being, you know, quite a good little, little experience as well. So yeah, not bad at all. 5-minute wait, pretty quick. You know, to say it's a capacity park today, I still don't think it's actually that busy at all. I've been here on the Saturdays over a weekend where it's been a lot busier than this. So yeah, I mean, obviously people might be coming later just to kind of experience the fireworks, but you just got a bit of a stoppage going on over there with the Smiler. Just stopped on the lift hill. Nothing to worry about. Literally all it is to potentially, it could be the other trains just not hit the circuit quite right, or it could be that it's just waiting in the station because of backfill. So yeah, nothing to kind of worry about there. But yeah, there you go, just kind of a sight there of Smiler just stopping on the lift hill. If they're there for too long, the Daily Fail will be contacted, and just to let you know, they've been put up there for about 4 to 5 hours in this freezing cold weather. But yeah, don't get listening to anything that they post. It's an absolute load of rubbish. It really is. And you need to understand what coasters actually are designed to do. So yeah, I'm gonna start heading around now. I'm gonna go back on Hex. I actually quite like Hex, the secret of the towers. So yeah, the plan is now get back over to Hex and go into there. Got about 3 to 4 hours left before I've got to go and do the scare maze that they got here, Darky Steps, and then anchor down for the fireworks. So yeah, yet again. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the fireworks again tonight. Last night was absolutely, you know, phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant night. Looking forward to seeing them again tonight. So yeah, here we go. Smiler's still stuck over there. Got Oblivion, the 1998 coaster still going.
It's a bit baggy on me, mate.
Keep your head back. Hold on tight. Go.
There we go. Just had a ride on Hex. Yeah, it was. It's probably one of the busiest I've seen Hex for a long time. But yeah, so waited around about 30 minutes for that. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing. Obviously, while I'm here, I just think it's an absolutely fantastic ride. A little kind of, like I said yesterday, the kind of the dark secret in this park, I really do. And then yeah, just come over to Rita to have a quick go on that. With a 50-minute queue at the moment, but yeah, obviously I don't normally kind of come to Towers and kind of get on many of these rides. Generally when I come I try and get the little one with me, and so this kind of you know, kind of Rita and bits like that I don't really normally get on, so it's just quite nice to kind of just spend the day just walking around, getting some content and just getting on some of the rides that I wouldn't normally do. So yeah, Rita's quite a good good little ride there. Towards the back of the train, a little bit kind of jolty, but you know, what can you expect? Kind of did the same with my little hood, so literally just put it up against the restraint, just stops you from kind of banging your head, which is quite good. So yeah, it's definitely worth just having this jacket just for the kind of the head cushions. But obviously just literally put it up like that and you're like, you know, you've pretty much got so much padding on, you don't have to worry. It is getting a little bit colder in there, so I've obviously got my gloves on at the moment, and a hat will be coming out very shortly. What I'm going to do now is just do a little time lapse going through the park. So I'm heading from here now over to the Wicker Man. So I'm going to put you on a hyper time lapse, which will then kind of show you around the park as I'm walking around. So yeah, you'll get a little bit of music now and a bit of a hyper lapse, and then I'll show you Wicker Man when I get over to there. There you go. So hopefully you've enjoyed the footage of Wicker Man there. Try to get some kind of just different exposures really, kind of different frame rates and bits, just to see what it kind of come out like. So yeah, the rain has just started, so actually not as bad as what we was expecting it to be. So I actually just been to the shop, bought myself a little umbrella, and I'm gonna go and see if I can get in to go and do Darkest Depths early. I was actually scheduled for 4:45, but I believe it's really quiet, so I'm going to try and get in there early so I can then go back and get my tripod and my little chair to start setting up for tonight. it gives us kind of time for me to anchor down, get underneath my umbrella, and then just chill out for the remainder of the kind of the night. So yeah, it is, as you can tell now, just kind of started to rain quite heavily. But yeah, my trusty little umbrella hopefully was going to pull me through. So £8 that was. It's just got Scarefests on it. I've been quite happy with just an unbranded one really, but orange one matches the Thrill Rides hoodies and the trainers and stuff as well, so yeah, why not? So yeah, plan is now is to try and get into darkest depths early, a couple of hours early, just so I can obviously then go back to the car to get the little bits that I need to. So yeah, let's see if we can get in. Okay, so darkest depths done. At one point I thought I was actually going to go in on my own, because literally I was standing there for about 10 minutes. I kind of was like, no, I don't really want to go in on my own because it's a bit awkward sometimes. So I managed to wait around. Some people bought some tickets and obviously then came in. So I actually really enjoyed it. It was a really good little kind of scare attraction. But you know, they've kind of incorporated, if you look kind of from the sky ride down, you wouldn't even recognise that's the thing it is. Really good theming in there. I like the kind of the white ghost lady that's on it, and the kind of the mermaid lady in there. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And what made it was actually walking through there, because it's quite cold. You know, that you kind of breathing kind of smoke out, it kind of added to it for me. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a great scare attraction. Well, it's not really scare attraction, it was more kind of like a jump attraction really. It was kind of based on for families and obviously not extreme. Yeah, and the kids walking around, I really enjoyed it, I really did. Some really good stuff in there. Kind of attention to detail was great. It's all about the adventure, kind of Kraken, the monster that's coming through the boat. Yeah, not the roller coaster Kraken, unfortunately. It is the actual monster Kraken. So yeah, really enjoyed it. So yeah, plan is now I'm going to go and grab my tripod, my chair, and then go and anchor down for the most of the night. So let's go and get them, and I'll be back. There we go. So I've gone back to the car. I actually had about a half an hour kind of chill out in the car, to be fair. It's raining now, so kind of why would I kind of head to get there that quick, especially when I've kind of already got the probably a really good video, to be fair. One of the best ones that that I've kind of done of the fireworks. It has kind of gone down at the moment because of copyright claims against one of the songs that's on there. So I've done a bit of editing to just take that song completely out. I believe it's the Coldplay song that's halfway through that's the one that's caused it. So I've just taken that song completely out to then upload it back up again. So that should be hopefully back up again soon. But there you go, look, I've got my little trusty chair, got my tripod, and got everything that I really do need now to anchor down. Bought myself a little brolly, as you saw, so I'm going to be using that one and just literally getting my little poncho, my little Cedar Point poncho, and then yeah, wait for the fireworks. Going to do a different position because obviously I've not been here for the 3 nights before. Going to move down a little bit closer towards the front today, so obviously get some more footage from the front. Be quite good to kind of get different perspectives. So yeah, back into the park now, and let's wait for the fireworks. Here we go.
Coincidence that Alton Towers feels special, some may say enchanted. Hidden in these grounds is an ancient structure that holds 5 mystical crystals. When connected, these crystals generate an immense force that has charmed the very ground you stand on for centuries. A force known as the power of the towers. Should the crystal's connection ever be broken, the magical force would fail and Alton Towers would fall. For years, many have naively attempted to locate their whereabouts, unaware of the damage they could cause. All have failed. That is, until now.